Welcome to OK Terrific, a podcast
a podcast
about men
that is about all you're getting.
and for men.
And if I seem a little bit distracted, I have the Michigan hockey game going on over here on my iPad. Good. So I was supposed to be there tonight. I was going to totally stiff you.
That's cool.
I was going to go to Allentown and be there for this game, which would have rocked.
Allentown, is that where all the you-know-whats are?
Hang on a second. The ones that have the flag that looks like this?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's Boys Town, I think.
Aptly named.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Y'all got a Boys Town too?
Yeah.
I ain't been. I heard about it. Chris told me about it once.
No, but I'm saying, but we have one in Chicago.
Yeah, that's the one. That's Chris has been to that told me about.
But I think our Boys Town is a little different. I think it's more hood.
I think everything in Chicago is a little more hood.
Yeah, a little more hood.
Just a little bit. Yeah. That's fine though. Yeah, I don't really I used to go to Allentown and Buffalo a lot, and that's where all the gay people are in Buffalo.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
It's 8-1 now.
Cool.
8-1?
Yeah, Michigan was up 8-0.
Oh wow.
I have Macho Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Allentown here. One end of it's pretty fun.
Yeah, for sure.
The other end of it's a little rainbowy. Still fun.
Yeah, still fun.
But a little odd.
I've been in places where you're hanging out and then they go, if you want to leave, you can leave. But after this last call, if you stay here, you're staying until 8:30 in the morning when we can open back up again.
What?
And so then you're just in a bar until you're drinking until the morning.
They basically lock you in and the music turns down a little bit, but they still party. They're still serving drinks.
Awesome.
And you don't leave until the sun's well up in the morning. And there's days you help clean up the bar, put things away, and you kind of go out to breakfast.
I was at a bar one time, and the guy goes, "Hey, I was home because I had a meeting, we were going over new products to sell at this company I was working for in the morning, like a pretty big thing." And my buddy calls me. He's like, "Hey, I'm at Frizzy's, which is like this dump of a bar, pretty awesome though, in Allentown." And he's like, "I know the bartender. As long as we tip her, we drink for free."
Oh shit!
I was like, "Well, I'll bring $20, whatever." So
cheap motherfucker.
I mean, that's all I had back in the day.
He only had 2 drinks.
Yeah,
dude. That's the first time I remember doing a lot of Jaeger bombs. Like every once in a while, you just do like 1 or 2 Jaeger bombs. Damn. This was like every other drink was a Jaeger bomb, and so we're driving home at like 4 a.m, and we're like driving down through these streets and shit like that, and I see all these lights, and I'm like, I couldn't figure out what that was. My buddy goes, "Dude, I think that's a peace bridge. That's a bridge to get into Canada."
Let's go.
And I was like, "Let's go." So I crossed. Uh-oh. I drove into Canada like stupid drunk, allegedly.
They don't ask questions going over.
Yeah. So I go. The guy goes, back then all you needed was a license, and he goes, "Hey, so like, what's your like purpose or whatever?"
Citizenship.
Citizenship.
U.S.
USA. And he goes,
Buffalo. What's your purpose of this visit? Happy Jacks.
I go
a Chinese restaurant across the street from the strip club.
And dude, it's like 4:40 in the morning. I'm like, casino. He goes, now? I go, I hope it's still open. He goes, cool, man, go ahead. And so we drive into Canada. The problem with driving into Canada when you're so fucking drunk that you probably should just go to a hospital is that I had like a fucking like a 2001 fucking what the fuck was it called? Like a Honda Accord. So it was like the old analog kind of steering shit or a speedometer. So I'm trying to do the math of kilometers to fucking miles per hour. I'm like, what's 80? What's 80?
My dad told me this at a young age. When I started driving, my dad drove truck and he drove into Canada a lot. He goes, the 100-mile speed limit, it's 62 miles an hour. He goes, figure it out from there. He goes, there's your baseline. So he goes, you do 100, 110 in Canada miles. Or he goes, you do about 65. If your speedometer doesn't have both, you're fine. He goes, don't fucking get a ticket up there.
Still zero idea.
Yeah.
I'm
now
not
I
good
just
at
push a button on my truck and it fucking changes everything.
Yeah, it's amazing now. But so I'm driving, and we drove from the Peace Bridge all the way over to the Whirlpool Bridge where like the Niagara Falls are. Crossed there, drove all the way home, and somehow made it to my house. And I wake up to my cell phone ringing at like 8:10 in the morning. The meeting's supposed to be at fucking 8.
Damn.
My buddy's like, "Where the hell are you?" Because my another friend, I worked with him. He was like, and I'm like, "Dude, just tell him I had a meeting in Niagara Falls, like, and I'll be there." So I like go in the shower, like almost like wash my mouth out with cologne because like I smell so bad. Go out to my car. All 4 of my tires are flat
How did that?
because I was drunk talking on the microphone.
Listen, that you just.
My steering, or my fucking windshield was cracked. It was just. So I get to work. I went to work and I'm like, sorry, I'm late. I had an appointment, and one of the ladies goes, "Or are you still drunk?" Like it was so obvious.
Fuck you, bitch. Shut the
But you know, like when you're caught in a lie, and you just double down on the lie, because you know that the bitch that's saying that you're the liar has a weaker will than you.
Damn.
You
Yeah.
she's gonna break.
before you are.
Yeah, I'm like, I am not. I haven't drank in 15 fucking years, Diane. Okay, 15 fucking years.
So glad I wasn't there because I'd have fell out. I would have been laughing so fucking hard. She'd be like, "What's wrong with him? Oh, he's drunk too."
Hi, Brandy's.
Jerry, like from where I live here in Cheektowaga, which is just outside of Buffalo, like the City Lands right here. The Peace Bridge, which is the main bridge into the first part of Canada you can get to. From here to the gates of the bridge, 15 minutes.
Damn.
There's the Rainbow Bridge, which runs from Niagara Falls, New York to Niagara Falls, Canada, which is shorter, right by the falls. From here to there, 20-ish minutes. And then there's a Whirlpool Bridge a little farther north than that, probably about a half hour. So we have 3 major bridges into Canada right here.
Yeah.
But like Chris was saying, back in the day, we would go to the strip clubs. All you needed was your ID. Going into Canada, what is your citizenship? Where were you born? What are you doing here? Fuck, they didn't really care. They could tell. You have anything to declare? No. They knew fucking 3 dudes rolling up there on a Friday night. We're going to a strip club.
Yeah.
Or we're going to the nightclubs in Niagara Falls. But the strip clubs in Niagara Falls, you could take the Peace Bridge and get off and run up the side roads by the river, and it'd take you a little bit longer. Or you could drive through the U.S. from where we lived out in the country and drink even more beers and do more shots and shit, drive through the U.S. and cross the Rainbow Bridge.
Damn.
And then get into Canada, because that gives you more time to get fucked up here before you get into Canada. And then we'd go into Canada, go to the strip clubs, go to the bars, go to the clubs and everything. Then we leave and we come back through the Peace Bridge. So it would give us an extra 20 minutes to sober up, because that's what sobers you up, is a 20-minute drive with the windows down in February. You sober up. You get to the border, where you guys coming from? Fuck, everybody gives a different answer. Where are you guys born? U.S., Lancaster, fucking Buffalo, Watertown. Well, what the fuck, guys?
Joe Dirte.
Yeah. Nobody can give a legit answer. It was like 4 retarded ducks in a car.
Damn.
But,
It's tough, man.
Going to Canada then was just the most insane thing ever. The bars,
I haven't been to Canada in years.
because what the drinking age is 19 there.
Yeah.
So it was like, as soon as anybody turned 19 here, we're going up there for their birthdays. And just getting fucking hammered.
Yeah. You go to this place called like Cleveland Hill, or was it Clifton Hill?
Oh,
And
Clifton Hill, yeah.
It's just a free for all. It's like 19-year-olds drinking, 19-year-old American kids drinking. Your dollar is worth like $1.30.
Yeah.
It was more than that back then.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. It was worth a ton.
Yeah.
And you're just crushing it.
But it's called Clifton Hill for a reason. The fucking thing's a 60-degree angle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Anybody driving, and it was packed on Friday nights. You got all the people with their cool cars and trucks and shit rolling up and down. But anybody that had a standard, all you smelled was clutches burning out the whole night.
Smells like cat piss.
Yeah.
Damn.
I never stayed.
Matt Whalen. Yeah, hotel rooms at the top of the hill. I mean, they had like $29 jacuzzi suites, and you just get fucked up. And 4 dudes are like, "We'll take the jacuzzi suite just because we had
Just
some
fuck
place
each
to
other.
sleep for the night."
I ain't
No,
been
it's-
to Canada since I was like 9, 8 or 9.
I've been.
I don't
I've
mind
been
it.
in a while.
And we went through Detroit to get there.
Yeah, that's what he takes sometimes to get to Michigan, right?
Yeah, the first couple times we crossed the what is it, the Ambassador Bridge there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was shit. 1988, 89
Jesus Christ.
when I went.
Back in the
And
day.
the crazy part is, shit, we stopped in Detroit because we was going up there for a family reunion. We stopped in Detroit, and I was probably about 8 or 9, and I called myself fucking fishing. So, you know, he let me get the rod, and I throw it out there. Don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And you can see the bridge. When we was fishing, you can see the bridge to cross over to Canada. So I'm willing in. Need to say, excuse me, that the fish took my fucking bait, and Canada took my money. I went to 7-Eleven. That was the first place I went crossing over to Canada. I went to the fucking 7-Eleven.
To really immerse yourself in the culture.
No, because I just want to see what the fuck the snack shop look like. Because they ain't got no fucking candy store. Like, Canada, you know, I've never been to France. I've been out the country a couple times, but I've never been to France. I need to go because somebody said that Canada, certain places like the United States resemble, like certain places in the United States resemble England.
Sure.
So
Back-
they say, yeah. So, you know, some places.
Montreal,
Uh-huh.
Ottawa, shit like that. Yeah. A
Yeah.
little more
so,
north.
yeah. So, you know, certain places up there resemble France. I said, I got to see this because when you get to Canada,
And you went to a 7-Eleven.
I went to 7-Eleven and I seen the
Bonjour.
He just walked in with that little
Genial.
fucking red hat on that looks like the top of a tomato. Bonjour.
I got me a fucking slushy. I bought a couple of things. Slushy is the one I know I got because I love slushies back when I was a kid. But it was probably the most extravagant thing at 8 or 9 because I seen a beautiful long-legged woman with a mink coat on.
Oh, there you go.
Man, listen, she was probably about 6 foot tall. Long legs, mink coat, beautiful. But that was the last time I've been. I haven't been to Canada since I've been grown.
You're not missing out. I mean,
I'm not missing out.
There's some parts like
Nah, Canada's.
Canada.
Come on now. Y'all
Dude,
can't say that.
Canada during the pandemic really kind of showed their cards because Canadians, to me, living in Buffalo, are guys that you just know you're going to fight because Canadians come down from Toronto. Yeah, I'll take a slushy and a croissant.
Did you see what he wrote?
Yeah.
All I could do is picture Jerry with that little fucking beret on. I'm gonna laugh my dick off all night.
Call me
because of this.
Jérôme.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Comment t'appelles-tu?
He's like a fucking mime in your Euro trip.
So while they talking that shit, I can't speak French. I'm like, pull up and toothpaste for you too.
I think during the pandemic they kind of all showed their cards a little bit, like because Canadians for us are guys that come over for Bills games because there's a lot of Toronto Bills fans.
Yeah.
so they would come down, and then Toronto Maple Leafs against Sabres is always like this free for all. Like you just
It's 80% Maple Leafs fans.
yeah,
Damn.
and it's 100% of a fist fight. Like you'd never go out during those times and not get into
You're
some
fighting
sort of
somebody.
altercation or,
Damn.
in some sort.
Well, that sounds like a Bears and Packers game.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just it's a cross the river ish kind of rivalry, and they're all assholes. Like Daryl, I don't know if Daryl doesn't remember this,
There
but
we go.
we went out to see my sister play at this bar. It was me.
I don't remember part. Oh, that's right. I don't remember any of this night.
Yeah. So it's me, Daryl, Krista, and Tanya, and we're watching my sister play. She's a really good musician, and she
Very
was
good, very good.
just starting to get out and play in Buffalo and stuff like that. So I was in town. I was like, fuck it, we're gonna go see her. So we start drinking a little bit, and there's a bunch of Canadians there for the Junior Olympics. There's a hockey Junior Olympics thing going on, or something like that. And they start going up and requesting songs, and she's like taking requests, and she was kind of early into her career, so she couldn't like. I guess some people know so many songs you can go. 90 songs are basically the same 5 chords.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you can play 10 songs on guitar that other people wrote, you're a fucking musical genius.
Yeah.
But she's just like, nah, it's she figures it out. So I'm sitting there fucking around, and now these guys are going up and they keep touching the microphone. Then they keep touching her guitar. Then they keep touching her speakers and shit like that. And I'm like, I had lent her money so she could buy those things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, fuck, this guy, like they're gonna fucking get beer all over, whatever. So I go up there, and I'm wearing a fucking like sweater that's kind of a high turtleneck. At the time, it was stylish.
Jerry, don't let him bullshit. It was
At
a
the
fucking
time, it
turtleneck.
was stylish.
It was a fucking turtleneck. End of story.
At the time, stylish.
Turtleneck.
So I go, hey guys, why don't we back up off of her, let her fucking sing, and she'll still take requests, whatever. He goes, and one guy goes, easy turtleneck. And I was like, God damn it.
That was it, man. I couldn't stop laughing.
So it gets a little chesty, it gets a little weird. Krista and Daryl were going to finish some stuff, some of their, I think, wings or some shit. And Tanya and I were going to go and go to the hotel because we were going to get up in the morning and drive home.
Was that the same bar out in like Orchard Park or Wasanica that smelled like Long John Silver's or some shit, or Swiss Chalet? Was it?
So it was Jack Devine's, but it was on Chippewa.
Oh, my bad. I thought we were out in I don't remember this.
It's the bar that's next to what was Big Shots.
Okay, it was all right. So we're downtown.
Yeah. And so I leave, and Tanya and I go to sleep, pass out, what the fuck. And I wake up in the morning and I check my voicemail on a fucking flip phone, and there's like a 2.5 minute voicemail from stupid fuck. And he's like,
"That's
you
me,
motherfucker. How could you leave me?" I'm like, so I call him. I'm like, hey, are you okay? Whatever. He's like, no, what are these guys that we started fighting, and then I got in the car, and then like they opened the door, and I slammed my own foot in the fucking door, and like this big fucking melee happened.
Damn.
And then he's accusing me of leaving him when I was like, hey, we're getting out of here. It's not like we like Irish goodbye and like said, hey, that guy over there thinks you're a fucking cunt. None of that. We said our goodbyes, gave him a hug. How could you leave me? You fucking dramatic queen.
It doesn't sound like anything I would ever do.
It sounds exactly like you. Yeah. But
the fact that you left while the situation could have escalated was the dick move, I think. I think you should have waited until they left. And then
Canadians don't leave, man.
Yeah. You know what it was? No, it wasn't, because I keep thinking
you don't remember any of the story.
I don't. I keep thinking Jack Devine's is another goal. Was the one out in fucking Orchard Park that smelled like Swiss Chalet. So if that's the case, then that's why the Canadians would have been there.
Well, there you go. They do like Swiss Chalet. There was a Jack Devine's by that Burt's Bikes.
Yeah, it's out there, the five corners out there.
So you're not wrong, but like it's Jack Devine's.
Again, like he said, he prefaced this story perfectly. I don't remember this night at all. I don't remember being there. He tells this story. I'm like, I wasn't there. The fuck you weren't. I still have the voicemail.
I wish I did.
Whoops.
I'm trying to picture this turtleneck.
Dude, he's got one in his closet. Just ask him to go put it on.
Because for somebody to call
I might still have it
on your turtleneck.
It was like one of those sweaters that comes up, but it's got like the buttons.
So you had on a David Ruffin turtleneck,
like an ascot.
What?
No.
What's an ascot?
It was a fucking turtleneck, straight and pure.
Nothing straight about it.
With a mask built into it.
No.
It's a good one. If you get the highest button on, something goes up your ass because you're a homosexual.
2 goals in 16 seconds.
No one cares.
I care, motherfucker.
If I were to ask you what soaking is.
Who, me?
Yeah. Like if I said, define soaking.
I would say,
And you can ask any questions to get to the answer.
no, I if you're asking me a question, I don't need to ask questions to get to the answer. My answer, you're asking me what my answer is?
Yeah.
My answer is like, my feet hurt. I'm going to put them in a bath with some Epsom salt and soak my feet. Or if I'm 97 years old, I'm going to go to bed after I get home from the bar, and I'm going to put my dentures in a cup and I'm going to soak them. That's soaking to me.
Well,
Okay.
I have a feeling this has an alternate fucking explanation, and I
weird.
can't wait for it.
I'm not even going to answer because I'm going to see what the hell it is.
All right. I'll read the definition first.
Hey, okay. All right. I got something to ask Jerry after this.
Okay. So I heard this term. And then I'm like,
fuck.
there's no way this is true. Like sometimes you just hear shit and you're like, there's no way it's true. You know? Sometimes things don't make sense.
This is crazy as hell.
So soaking, also known as marinating or floating,
Okay.
is a sexual practice of inserting the penis into the vagina, but not subsequently thrusting. Reportedly used by some members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it serves as a purported loophole to the Mormon denominations, where they're not having sex because it's only in, and then they get one of their friends to jump on the bed. So
What?
So you're having here's Daryl, go ahead. You have a question?
Michigan just scored their 11th goal. What the fuck? Where were you that this came up?
I don't know. I was on this place called the internet.
So you didn't hear this at a bar or out with your friends or at
No,
work?
I think it was like
You were like going through your weird fucking search history and Twitter and Instagram fucking shit and came across this.
So basically,
This is Pornhub Dictionary.
this girl, yeah, no kidding. This girl is your girl's friend. You get on top of your girl, put it in, and then the girl's friend jumps on the bed, so it jostles around inside the lady.
So this is a new form of yoga?
Yeah, for Mormons. It's Mormon
What
yoga.
the hell?
It just like it's because you think of like Mormons as like people that they're not gonna
Mm-hmm.
like they're pretty straight and narrow, like no caffeine,
Yeah.
you know, all that kind of shit. But it's a thing. The practice is said to sometimes be accompanied by jump humping, in which a third person is invited to bounce on the bed or push up on the mattress from below,
I'm going to drink today.
or a couple engaged in soaking, thus generating motion for them. This allegedly absolves the soaking couples from responsibility for any genital movement. Do you think God is that dumb? Like, if the rules that God wrote for you, you know what I mean? Like, the rules that God wrote for you are, hey, Mormons, no caffeine, and no, like, so they can't go to Starbucks, but Jerian can take a sip of coffee and spit it in her mouth.
Krista and I engaged in this once.
Were you just leave it in?
Yeah. It was when I was living with Biggie and Russ. We came home hammered, and she climbed on top of me. My dick went in. Probably within minutes, both of us fell asleep because we were drunk and tired. We woke up in the morning. She was laying on top of me. My dick was at that point out and laying right there.
Nice.
And there was a half-eaten chicken finger sub laying next to us in bed from Jim's Steakhouse.
Uh-oh.
And you're like, I'm gonna marry this.
And I'm like, seriously, can we be any more compatible?
So, what'd you go for first? Trying to fuck again, or trying to get the sub?
I went and reheated the sub.
Yeah, you gotta carve up.
Yeah, I'm surprised your penis doesn't look like you've been sitting in the tub for an hour.
No, it did. Everything was wrinkled.
Yeah, I was like, that shit should have been wrinkled and pale like a motherfucker. Like, what is wrong with me?
It always makes me like the religious loopholes that people get, man. It's great.
But
my
there was
thing-
nobody like pushing on the bed or, with rubber gloves on, touching her butt, pushing her.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm really not skin to skin here, so it counts. But
You're dangerously
again,
close to a threesome.
the church
Damn.
literally
You know?
makes up every fucking rule they want to skirt around every issue that they have. Every one of them.
You hear what Chris said? He
What's that?
said, it's like a damn threesome.
With the
You're dangerously-
sub?
You're really close to a threesome.
Who? When?
If you're in bed, and then so this is a picture of it. Okay, this is a couple here
Where?
under the blankets,
Oh, okay.
and then she's jumping on the bed
Oh, okay. It just looks like a pile of blankets. I can't tell.
to jostle around.
Yeah. With a spider on top.
Yeah, to
Okay,
me,
yeah.
yeah.
Looks like a fucking. It looks like
it's a
that
black
cat.
Mormon. That's a weave for sure.
It's like
it looks like the
because
looks
it
like the
taking a
grumpy
nap.
cat. Grumpy
But-
cat on Heathcliff's diet. That's
Oh,
what that looks like.
shit.
But tell me how fast, dude. You know how fast I try to parlay that into a threesome?
Dude, I
Real
would
fast.
sweep the legs, sweep the legs.
Yeah, I'd pull her down by her ripped pants.
I mean, she kind of looks cute.
Yeah, for
I was
sure.
about to say that the one that's jumping
I-
don't look
yeah.
bad. But that whole that like
Well, there's some girls that stay isn't saying chaste?
chafe.
Chastised.
No, chastise is when you throw rocks at them.
Oh,
You mean chafe?
No,
Like when you rub it?
no. When someone's
chastity.
yes, whatever that word is.
Oh,
Yeah.
chastity. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's chaste.
I don't know what the plural or any of that shit is. So
Chafe means you rub against something.
No,
and it
chafe-
comes-
chafe,
And it
I
hurts
know.
and you get a rash.
Chafe, I understand fully what chafe is. I get that a lot. Nuts in the summer? Fuck.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Skin
chaste.
irritated.
If a woman stays chaste, it means that she has not been penetrated vaginally,
Well,
as he would say in a 7-Eleven.
if that hymen been broken,
France.
it's over with.
Yeah, no, but some girls only bang in the butt to
Those are the ones.
to stay
those are
closer to
ones.
the Lord.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that you marry.
You know what?
It's
Oh,
good.
no.
She's really tight, but on our honeymoon, she can shit out a 19-pound lobster.
Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? Just stuff her ass full of tissue. Just pull it out when she ready.
I can only get so erect.
That shit cry. You know what? I thought you was bringing up soap. I thought it was gonna be something totally different.
No,
Me-
yeah,
dude,
see,
me
that's what I
too.
did. It's called the
But
rope.
it's just, again, it just, like I said, goes back to the church changing the rules to fucking benefit them in every way.
Yeah, I think
Like,
your phone
like,
just rang.
you know, through the whole Lent thing, you're not supposed to eat meat on Fridays.
Mhm.
St. Patrick's Day fell on a Friday. The fucking Pope says, guess what? It's okay. Eat meat on Friday. Just don't do it on like next Tuesday. Just take a day off another day. What the fuck sense does this make? Why are you doing this if you're just gonna change the rules?
Well,
Well, I just heard they about to change the rules in Europe. Now, if you in
they're putting
church,
7-Elevens in.
oh shit,
Got
You
him.
croissants.
They-
Oui, oui, motherfucker. Bonjour.
I'll take a croissant with one of those 5-day-old hot dogs that are on the conveyor belt.
Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we just saying French terms right now?
Yeah.
Oui. I got a PP. Pepe.
Draw me like you do those French girls.
Harry.
Yeah.
Perrier.
Holler.
But I just,
All right.
girl, I don't know.
I was not expecting that. I really don't. I really wasn't.
It just I like the packaging of it.
Yes. Yes.
You know, because like it kind of reminded me of Training Day. Like, what, you ain't never got wet? Like,
Oh, yeah.
you want to go soak? I'm like, are we gonna go do fucking butt heroin right now and watch
Damn.
cartoons? Like, no.
I love cartoons.
You get on top of Bethany, put it in her,
Mhm.
and then Sheila's gonna prance around on the bed,
Don't move.
and God can't be mad at you.
Listen, but
Don't
in
move.
the picture, it looked like
I would actually want to do that, even though I can fuck.
oh shit.
Let it marinate.
You know what? But it looked like Bethany was on top of the guy.
Yeah.
Because the long hair on top of the cover.
That might actually even be better.
It looked like she was on top. But the thing is,
so
Rip
she's
that
a little
hole.
heavy.
if he got a nice sum of inches, she's gonna become boy roused to get it anyway. Like
Well, yeah.
if it hits something that's by, she's going to move.
No,
like,
but you put it in.
yeah, what I'm saying.
I think it's almost better because it like to me. I think I'm gonna try this. I just need to
Oh,
recruit
shit.
someone to jump on the bed.
So is the
Jerry,
person? Does this
10
person
minutes.
on the jump on the bed? Does that person?
I'm gonna get the midget to jump on.
Keep
the bed.
an
Not yet.
eye on what's
The white
going on?
midget's coming. Huh?
For the person doing the jumping,
Yeah.
that's making the motion in the ocean,
Yeah.
is she making sure neither one of those people thrust? Because I'm telling you one thing, like Jerian said, he got that dick
Dude,
and it's in there.
the second that
She's
there's
gonna
even
start
kind of
moving
a
her
thrust.
hips, and
What's up,
she's
Philo?
underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's not to say? I mean, I guess you could watch the dude and see if his butt cheek clenched.
gonna try
You
it.
know he's gonna move.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, especially if she's in the mood, because it only takes a split second for that tingling. You know, like if she's already like
There.
suspicious, she's going. Listen, it's going to be hard as hell to say, you know what, I never had it, but this feels too damn good.
Yeah.
And it, and
Which
she,
makes it kind of hotter.
hey,
And guys, I have a secret. I'm Mormon now.
I'm not.
I would like to identify as Mormon.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna have so many fucking wives. They're all gonna have the period at the same time. I'm gonna leave town. It's gonna be great.
But my thing is, Mormon is the closest thing to they ride the buggy. What's the name of them?
Amish.
Amish. That's the closest thing to Amish because they are most of the Mormons is out in Colorado,
Yeah.
Wyoming.
At least
Utah.
the Amish
Utah,
have the
yeah.
balls to read the what is it called, the First Testament, and say like, we only believe in this.
Holy shit.
Mormonism, some dude went in the woods and saw a tablet made of gold that only he could see. And that's what started the Mormon religion.
A tablet made of gold. But wait a minute, but didn't the good book says never mind.
No, according
Listen,
to
we ain't going
dude, according to Mormons, Jesus was born in America.
Huh?
Yeah. Dude, it makes no sense.
None of it
The
does. It
only
never did.
viable thing for Mormons, number
What?
one, white shirts with a fucking backpack. No, that's the fucking Jehovah's Witnesses. Never mind.
khakis.
Number one,
Non-creased khakis.
number one, floating. That's it.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold up.
And Mormon chicks are kind of hot.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Kind.
minute. Wait a minute. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of hot chicks in each religion. I would say this.
They put that fucker back in.
Man, yeah. I mean, listen, if that was me and I was in the Mormon religion, and if this has some truth to it, because I'm looking at it like that's some crazy shit.
I'm telling you.
That's it might as well kick me out. Because if she put that shit on me and that motherfucker thick and juicy, I know I'm moving. Ain't no fucking way. I don't need you to jump no more. What I need you to do is get undressed.
Can you imagine if she had like a fat friend that that couldn't keep jumping?
Oh, God.
And you're like, are you
She's
gonna
not a
keep
brat.
up right now?
Listen, we all fucked up. Listen, we all fucked
And dude, that's what you got to hear.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fuck, bitch, goddamn Bethany,
is
take your
this the-
fucking inhaler.
Is this the girl on top of me, or you're?
Yeah.
This is what.
Listen,
We
I
should've
love
left-
thick women. Now, you know I love
Which
thick
one
women.
of you pigs is groaning right now?
Oh,
So-
Lord.
So here's some other terminology around.
Oh, I got one I want to ask Sharian.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm ready. Go ahead, D, because this...
It's along the similar lines. Do you know what docking is?
Huh?
Oh, boy.
Docking. DOCK ing. Docking.
Yeah. Hell no.
No?
Because what I thought soaking was is clearly not...
Yeah. I mean, I was like, or get a foot bath or put my teeth
Yeah.
in, whatever.
Fuck the Webster side of it. We gotta give me your Mormon dictionary. And what
Emphasis on the dick part.
Oh,
Chris and I learned about docking one day
Yeah.
in Vegas.
Well,
Huh?
I brought it up.
what?
Yeah, you may have, but I learned about it that day.
Yeah. So
And,
docking is when
And don't
guy-
ask how this got brought up.
docking is when a guy that has foreskin has a boner, and puts his foreskin over another dick.
Jerry-Ann.
I don't have foreskin.
Toot, toot.
Yeah. So like two
And there's
dicks,
like
but then
sleeve.
then
There's a
you
sleeve.
then it gets sheathed. I've never done it.
Yeah.
Don't
First
want to do
off, who in the fuck made this up?
Look to your
it. I
right.
imagine gay people.
First off,
I imagine.
Dude, this ruined him. This is worse than soak. So
Hold on,
we were
let
in
me-
Las Vegas when this happened. We were at
No,
a bar.
okay. No, first of all, it did not happen.
No.
This is when-
We talked about this. Yes. I do. Neither one of us has foreskin. Neither one of us touched our dicks
I
together.
was like, hey, can you pass the toothpaste? And then all of a sudden we docked. That did not happen.
I know this hotel room's small, but no.
what the fuck?
So we're in this
But-
bar, and there's this Irish guy, and he's hammered,
Scottish.
and he's hammered.
Listen, right? Don't get that wrong.
Yeah.
Get your feet cut off.
And we were at open bar, and our friends all left us because we showed up drunk, and then they did not show up drunk, and they still left us.
We showed up to an open
Damn.
bar that we had for 3 hours. We all got Groupons for like less than $20. Open bar for 3 hours in Las Vegas.
Damn.
Chris and
Only
I
beer,
show up.
And then the
only
lady
beer.
starts throwing shots at us.
Only beer, no shots. Chris and I show up absolutely shithoused, half an hour late. All my friends slept in, had breakfast, moisturized, all that shit, and then showed up. We drank the fuck out of everybody there
Yeah.
in 2 hours, and they left an hour early because they couldn't hang anymore.
And the bartender wanted us to go to that one place where she bartends top.
The rooftop bikini bar.
Yeah, she was
But
cool.
we're like, we can't leave. There's an open bar down here, and
Yeah, it's
they're
like,
giving us shots.
Whatever, nerd.
Yeah.
So
Now.
we're
Anyhow,
hanging out, and there's this guy who's Scottish, and for some reason we start talking or whatever, just joking around, and then he's like, "Oh no, it's kind of like this," and I was like, "Oh," I said, "What's that?" And he goes, "Oh, it's docking," and I was like, "That's exactly why you guys don't have a
space program. And away we went.
But I think that's the guy that karate chopped the Jenga set.
I don't
Is that the
remember
same
that.
guy?
Don't remember that.
Some people were playing like those big ass Jengas, you know, with the big blocks. And there was one in the middle.
You know the Jenga set that's taller than you?
So basically, they had something look like this, and just put it together.
Yeah, yeah. But like one box has a fluffy coat. That,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, just. I mean,
Y'all get yourselves in some crazy
oh, you have no idea.
ass shit.
You have no idea.
Docking, soaking ain't that. It's bad because they use a religious interpretation
Yes.
for not being religious, because that's what it is. They took a
Yeah.
practice.
You're skating. You're skating.
Yeah, you skating the
Yeah,
thin line
yeah.
to make it a non-issue for religion, but it really is.
Yeah.
Because you breaking the rules. You not breaking the rules by breaking the rules.
Yeah.
Because that's the dumbest shit
That's
ever.
exactly what it is.
Because you ain't no way in hell. And listen, and because soaking is really in my spirit. Now that shit is crazy as hell. Ain't no way. You and this just say about it just for sake, because the girl in that picture jumping was cute as hell.
Yeah.
So just say the one on the covers built like Kim Kardashian or
Sure.
look like Jessica Biel. Ain't no fucking way. I'm just sitting there.
I'm
I'm humping. Ain't no.
If a girl looks like Jessica Biel, before she even gets in the room, I've already came all over myself.
I'm not even about to talk to you.
Before, even if she's like, "Hey, aren't you?" A bit,
Damn.
sorry,
Spider webs everywhere.
dude.
Listen, Chris is acting.
Did you ever see that movie Chuck and Larry?
Yes.
When he moves her tits, when he grabs, he goes,
Yeah.
I've jacked off to that more than I've jacked off to
Lord.
porn.
Oh Lord, Jessica Biel. Listen,
She's top 10.
yes, Jessica Biel. I've never like. It ain't too many women that I can say is flawless. And my definition of flawless means, I mean, there's gonna be some imperfections, but she's beautiful from feet to face
Yeah.
to feet. Like,
I-
just
I like to me, you could be over perfect,
Uh-huh.
You got to deduct for for perfect.
Yeah, there's always something that's
Yeah.
not, all
Yeah.
the way.
Like like Cindy Crawford.
I love Cindy Crawford.
Yeah,
Cindy Crawford still look good to be.
she's got the mole. If she didn't have the mole, she'd almost be.
The mole.
She's got the little thing.
I love that.
I know,
Yeah,
because that makes her a little imperfect.
yeah.
You know,
But the mole is a beautiful. Even though it's a
beauty mark, really.
Well, that's what it's called. But it's a mutation. It's like dimples. Dimples is a birth defect.
Yeah.
Just like
Freckles.
freckles.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a birth defect.
I would soak with Cindy Crawford.
Oh Lord.
I would.
Oh.
So if you're gonna soak with somebody, is the third party male or female?
Ideally, it's well. I mean, I could see in a lot more situations where your buddy's going to help you out.
Right?
So he probably, and
I
that's
mean,
probably.
and I guess this goes back to see how close you are to God and how much you really think this is going to work. At that point, if you don't want to be tempted any more than you already are, I guess you want your buddy there in the corner of the bed, fucking.
No.
Take
well,
it
one
out,
of them is
right?
like so.
Fuck that.
So you can have a bed jumper or what's called a Provo pusher. They do after Provo, Utah.
Dude, you just absolutely made that up. Please tell me.
No,
you
it's
did.
right here. I swear to
No.
God, it's right here. Dude, I'm not lying.
Chris is on one today.
The other
It is
definition of
all-
Provo push is to refer as a clothed or unclothed, non-penetrative, dry humping or sexual grinding between church members.
What?
So a Provo pusher is a guy that's underneath the bed and he's pushing up for you.
You fucking.
Yeah,
Because that's still your penis inside her vaginal area.
Yeah,
It's in.
It's
You
in.
still-
It's in.
Because if you keep going to pushing the bed, and if it feels good, guess what's going to happen?
now if I was going to
He's
say,
going to bust as you fuck it.
if I was going to say, sure, now we know what soaking is. Tell me what you think poop hole loophole is for.
I'm not about to. It ain't no internet.
Dude, I
service.
just dropped my arm off the poker table. I'm seeing stars because I started to laugh at poop hole loophole.
Listen.
Or-
I know it. Listen, I know it ain't no web browser.
This is something your lawyer is not going to get you out of.
Hell no.
so the poop
Hang
hole
on.
loophole- Yep.
Poop hole loophole.
Uh-oh.
I mean, we got to take a shot at this, right?
Hell, I'm not.
You bailed out at soaking. I at least offered some sort of idea into that.
Because you know why? Because I figured soaking was a deadlock. Some shit that we thought was from kids.
Poop hole loophole is really self-explanatory.
Oh Lord. Yeah, poop hole. Yeah, you pooping out your hole. That's
No,
what was the no?
What do you think it is, Daryl? Go ahead. Poop hole
I
loophole.
think it's if you're gonna have butt sacks
yes.
and you trick the girl, put your thumb in,
Down
and then
there?
let your dick run up her ass crack, and then pretend it's your hand.
No,
So you're kind of thumbing it instead of sticking your dick in there. But
it's close. No,
Okay.
A poop hole loophole is
Oh,
the
Lord.
idea of a woman can engage in anal sex and still be a virgin.
I thought that was the way it
What?
was.
Yeah, so she can still be considered a virgin in the eyes of
The church.
the
The
church.
church.
Yeah.
What?
Because isn't it? Jerry,
Or
didn't you
this
say
is
that
also
earlier?
called a technical virgin.
Yeah, I did this like.
You said once the hymen's broken, that's that. But
It's-
if you don't
yeah.
break that hymen, you're a virgin, right?
But hold
Well,
on.
not the
But
way he
I
fucks
have
an ass.
seen enough movies to know you can still squirt out your pussy from the ass.
I've been there.
This
Like, are you-
podcast sucks.
I'm like, are you peeing or do you have diarrhea?
I'm just saying,
Either way, I'm
it's
coming.
when people get a hold of this is. But see, these are real conversations.
Yeah.
I listen, and truth be told, there's a lot of women like to get fucked in the ass.
That is correct.
And there's a lot of
My
listen,
wife
they-
is not one of them.
listen, hey, I'm just saying, there's
Oh, yeah.
a lot of them don't tell you.
No.
But
That's why you got to force it.
you ain't gotta force it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this.
Whoops, it slipped. Oh, I like that.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Most of the time, you can tell a girl like to be fucked in the ass. The first thing she'll do, she'll be like, "I'll be right back,"
Mm.
Yeah.
and you be deadlocked into engaging one another.
You hear her outside turn on the garden hose, cleaning that thing right out.
Man, listen, you come back and she's like, okay, and lift the legs up. She was like, okay, I'm gonna put it in. And instead of you putting it in, she puts it
Yeah,
in.
that's the move.
That's most because listen, the shit is crazy. Unless y'all got it already, unless you got a bond with it already, you know. But most women who like it, they're like, I got this because they've been already playing with their ass.
I have a telltale. I have a couple key areas if you're ever like canvassing the area for women that might engage in butt sex.
When you pull their underwear off and they have a butt plug in. Hello.
That's
a dead giveaway.
I think so. Back in the day when girls could still smoke in bars, if you saw a girl smoking, it'd be like she would totally get fucking ass. And I'm 9 for 10 with that. Number 2, any type of arm tattoo. All day. Probably even fuck the ass first. Just to show her that, you know, you're going to buy her breakfast. If she has a kid, go for it. I feel like I don't have any support in my theories.
No.
I feel like you guys just
I mean,
let me dig a hole.
We're checking out here. I think that might just be that you found a unicorn.
Damn.
Not
because I've been with a lot of those chicks like that back in the day, and that was just never the case.
Did you try though?
Damn.
Yeah. Because it's always taboo. Like I always fuck around, joke with Chris. I'm like, hey, let's make a bet on this, and we're out drinking, whatever. I'm like, all right, if I win, butt sex. She's like, sure. Even though she knows if I win, I still ain't getting it. I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this tonight. And as soon as I grab the cheeks, I get fucking black eye. I'm like, yeah, not going in there tonight. And then we soak.
Yeah, we got it. Well, I actually anal soaking is probably the best.
Oh Lord.
You know.
Is that like a new type of leave-in enema?
Yes, it is. Oh. Yeah, but with your dick.
Oh, so you got a Q-tip.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have much to write home about. It tries hard.
We call that unplugging from the Matrix. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I missed this last couple of weeks.
My dick's not going to, like, come home with a medal.
Yeah.
But it'll still get to the Olympics.
No, you coming home with metal called metacorn.
I'm going to get a ribbon.
Yes, you smell. Go get some taco meat, a hamburger, french fries, something. You come home with something.
Is it supposed to itch this
bad? But seriously, how do chicks prepare for that?
For what?
To be honest with you?
Like, just say it's here. It's Friday night. It's 11 o'clock. So bars are open here till 4. Most people, and this is when I used to go out to the clubs and shit, we ain't leaving to go to the bar for another hour and a half easily. Not till 12, 1 o'clock. So
that was the hardest adjustment of moving to a place with an earlier call.
Yeah.
Because like people would be like, hey, we're going to go out. And you'd be like, all right, cool. What time? Like midnight or whatever. And they'd be like, no, just come around at like 9. We're going to go out. I'm like, who the fuck goes out at 9? 9, I'm drinking with my friends to aggressively drink. So then you think I'm not an angry alcoholic by the time I just kind of drink out of the bars for $8 a drink.
Yeah.
We're pre-gaming shots, beer pong, drinking games right now. We ain't going out. But anyhow, so chick goes out and just say she went to Taco Bell today.
I like that. But
so at 4 o'clock in the morning, you're at home in her apartment. She's like, put it in my butt. I'm like,
I think a girl.
When was the last time you pooped? Is it clean? What do you do?
First of all, if she's eating Taco Bell, she doesn't give a fuck.
Well, but that's fine that she doesn't give a fuck. Do you give a fuck?
No, I don't give a fuck.
So you don't want like poop particles in your dick hole?
I don't care.
And it get like, well, okay.
But you know how you do know how they get that out, don't you?
Just go pee, dude.
You know, if
the hose comes in.
No, not the hose. They take a rubber mallet and beat the tip of your head.
Hold on. When does the rubber mallet? That's called muddling. That's how they make drinks. They use a pestle and mortar on your dick.
Hey, that's what you tell a girl. You tell a girl, you be like, hey, you want to go mudding today?
So wait, when do they
What,
hit
you got
your
a
dick
Jeep?
with the rubber
No.
mallet?
No, because what it is, after
They
so
take you
much,
to a
it gets
monster
chucked
fuck
in there.
rally.
It gets chucked in there. Well, see, listen, I learned this from my great uncle. He's from Vietnam,
Okay.
and this is what live Vietnam. Listen,
I'm listening.
listen, you learn a lot when you go to the military.
I'm learning a lot from you in the last month or so that I've known you.
I can't even. First off, I don't even know how we got on the fucking subject.
Mormons.
Look to your right.
Oh yeah.
I prepared one thing.
Well, damn. And this here was a prepared beyond repair.
We're just taking it down. We're just having a good conversation, guys.
We have no. This is. Never mind. But
I'm really concerned why somebody's gonna take a fucking rubber mallet to my dick
because it's
afterwards.
Afterwards, because what happened is your dick starts to hurt.
Yeah,
And
no
bacteria
shit.
starts to set in. So what
Yes.
happens? It swells up. And it's chuck shit go to the pee hole. So they take the rubber mallet and beat the head so it can shoot out.
So the only
kinda
way
like
to
breaking
combat
ice
this
off
is
a
to
boat.
go in there with a rubber on, right?
Better.
No.
Nobody likes to do that, right?
Unless a girl has an enema all day, don't eat, drink all water.
It's fine, dude.
But do you really think that? I mean, I know porn stars prepare for that shit, obviously, whatever. But just some random chick here in Buffalo is ready to have butt sex tonight. She's hanging out with her friends. She's gonna go out and get drunk and tell some random fucking dude, John, when they get home, she's like, "Fuck me in the asshole," and he's gonna be like, "Holy shit, this is awesome," and then he's gonna get shit dick.
But see,
I've never had that. I've never had that happen to me once.
listen, damn.
Dude, it's gotta happen though, right?
No, I
mean,
taught my
understand.
dick while I do this.
Oh no.
Now my
Do
dick
you
hole
hear
has
this
had
shit?
pink eye
Yeah, I do.
7 to 14 times.
Jerry and I tune him out sometimes. I just
He say he had pink eye 7 to 14.
In my dick,
times.
my dick had.
What the fuck?
you sure it wasn't a brown eye?
Oh, hey, a lunch meat special.
I remember the first time I did it. Like, you know, you're supposed to use like lube, right?
Oh shit.
I didn't have lube. I had aloe for a
It
sunburn.
just peels the fucking top of your dick right back.
I used aloe for a sunburn.
What the
That works.
fuck?
Slid right in. It's very slippery. I'm Mormon. It's fine.
Hey, listeners. I hope you guys are over 18.
Her mom came over,
Hope
jumped on the
y'all-
bed.
Hope y'all old enough for this show. Because if not, we in trouble.
Yeah, here's why we're in trouble. My daughter, who is now 14, has said, "Oh yeah, my friends have seen your podcast." Like, what are you talking about?
That's not good.
Like, yeah,
I would
they found you
recommend
guys.
against it.
And I'm like, don't listen to us.
Listen, and they probably going to school watching. Hey,
Yeah.
I think my favorite part about the whole thing, right? So like
What whole thing?
sexual practice.
for like I like the names, like the branding of it.
the names.
So let's say you're in
They're
line.
code names, and I think they're kind of fun.
Let's say you're in line to pick a religion, almost like going to college and getting your classes, right? And here are your choices.
Here's
Here are your
pick your elective.
Here are your choices. You could take the Provo Pusher class.
The Provo Pusher.
You can
It
take
literally sounds like a fucking serial killer name.
you can take the Poop Hole Loophole or saddlebacking. And I haven't even gotten to saddlebacking yet. I don't even know what that is.
Well, we should find out because now we don't know what it is. How can we?
Ouch!
You okay?
Shit.
What'd you do?
Oh, I just smashed my damn head.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's called saddlebacking.
Oh.
Wait, so smashing your hand is saddlebacking.
Yeah.
I don't wanna do that.
Oh, okay. So saddlebacking is also known as a poop hole loophole. So like,
What?
Oh, same thing.
yeah. So
So what's the difference? It can't be exactly the same.
Well, it's basically Christian teens engaging in unprotected anal sex in order to preserve their virginities.
what is up with this anal sex shit? What is?
Because
Hello, look at Chris.
Talk to
He's
the microphone.
fascinated with
I'm
it.
sorry.
No,
I was trying to read that.
Dude.
I heard one term, soaking, which is vaginal. You dick.
I'm literally gonna go back into our text thread and type in search for butt sex, and I'm gonna get like 800 results, and they're all gonna be on your side of the chat.
Chat goes back since like 2006.
It's gonna
Even
happen.
when I get it, even when I'm getting a new phone in the next month or two, everything was over. Our whole text thread's still there from
That's a
fucking
shame.
1997. It's
You need to.
great.
I'm gonna put your phone in the fucking microwave. Just zap it. Yeah.
Testing 1 2.
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah, because I don't know where the hell Chris just came from with this shit. I don't know what the fuck he came with this one. And
Have you ever heard of the magician?
No.
No.
The magician is when you are having sex with a girl,
Ideally.
with a girl, and you're on the bed and she's facing a window, and you're banging her doggy style.
Okay.
While you're banging her doggy style, you pull out, your friend comes in and starts banging her doggy style. You leave the room, go outside, knock on the window and wave to her. That, my friends, is the magician.
I don't.
Oh Lord. Oh no.
As a female, what would you do right there?
First off, I would hope that we don't go to jail.
This is the problem with women. Let me see if I want to get this out without.
This is the problem or a problem?
This is a problem
Okay.
with today's women.
All right.
And I don't know if it's this area,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of the people that I'm friends with
Mm-hmm.
seem to be saddled up with guys that would do something that shitty.
Now, I want you to start that question up one more time. Start back over. The problem with women,
And it seems like this area.
they're having a shitty day.
It just like I think with the way that the internet is, the way that Instagram is, the way that TikTok is,
Yeah.
Awful.
you get and we have daughters, right?
Yeah.
You have a daughter?
3.
You have 3. Jesus Christ, you have 3 daughters. You should have saddlebacked it.
Oh shit.
There's a loophole you should have done.
Yeah,
Damn.
it rhymes with loophole.
Trouble.
No, and I feel terrible. Like I see my daughter doing like cheer and stuff like that. I'm like, she I don't want her to fall in like the cool girl, like idolizing the cool girls, because the cool girls,
Yeah.
women that grow up hot. This is just my opinion. This is not the opinion of my best friend Daryl or my good friend Jerian. Women that grow up hot, they're given a sense of currency. Their good looks are their currency.
Okay.
And they trade as their looks start to decline. They trade any aspects of their personality, of their hopes, their dreams, their goals, all that shit. They just keep dumping it back in to still be cool. So you start out real hot, and then you turn into a complete whore.
Damn.
Well, hypothetically speaking,
Yeah.
because that's your only currency is that you've always just been good looking. I personally would rather go after like the cool chick that still is like my wife's a fucking 9. She's cool. But she was not always a 9. If she was a 10 her whole life, she wouldn't be as smart as she is. Because she would have had to sell some of that when her looks started to go down. Does that make sense? Or am I just like talking bullshit?
No, I'm sitting here thinking, yeah, you know both, but you had one point. And the point is,
I think I made 20 in that. So I'm
no.
20.
You made a lot of points, but the one that stuck out the most, because it covers all of it, is that they become self-reliant
What's up, cousin Brenda?
on the outside appearance, instead of relying on things they learn or things they build on through the course of getting older. Instead of just using that beauty, they should use more of confidence. Be a little more
Yeah,
confident.
yeah, and it's kind of weird because like living in Buffalo first and dating seriously in Buffalo first, then going to North Carolina, there's a real big difference between the women there.
Okay, what's the difference? This is I was stationed in South Carolina.
A Buffalo woman, any day of her life, just walking around, is funnier than 99% of the men here, 99% of the men in North Carolina, and in South, I live in South Carolina as well, and in South Carolina. Buffalo women are funnier.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo women will stick up for you way more. Buffalo women sometimes annoyingly know too much about sports.
No shit.
You know, sometimes just like you're supposed to be making sandwiches, and I don't want you to care about the Super Bowl. You know,
Oh shit.
go make a sandwich. Shut the fuck up. They're not running the ball because they're trying to come back. Okay, shut the fuck up. They pulled the goalie because they're down. Shut the goalie isn't hurt. Shut the fuck up. But go to North Carolina and meeting girls that were really, really pretty, but their currency was pretty.
Okay.
From my experience of dating in Buffalo, they had kind of like a bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
They had it was kind of a bifurcation thing. They had the personality and the looks, and they're like dudes. Like if you're not keeping up with your end of the deal, they're already fucking 19 guys.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Southern women stick by you.
Damn.
They settle.
Well, it's
Yes.
but you know, and it's just like growing up in the city. Like here, in the comparison to Chicago and here, even though there's just a lot of people in Chicago here, growing up in Chicago, the only thing I didn't like.
He adjusted the microphone to talk into it.
Yeah,
I did.
I'm proud of
he's
you.
learning. He's
I'm
learning.
real proud of you.
So
He's so grown up.
like West Side women and South Side women are totally different. That's the only two. I mean, there's the East Side, but it's still South. It's East Chicago. But it's mainly when you hear people talk, it's West Side, South Side. Anyway, West Side chicks, we consider to be a lot different due to being down. Like they hood, but you know, a lot of them down. South Side chicks down, they hood as well, but they don't use beauty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Excuse me. A lot of times, depending on how they grew up with their upbringing, they use their street knowledge.
Yeah.
So they know how to manipulate through men, system, whatever. But South Carolina, the women are beautiful. I've never dated none, but I just can see myself leaving South Carolina and going to Chicago and trying to date a woman.
Is it because the girls in South Carolina are all taller than you?
Shut the hell up.
Yeah, they're all above 4 foot.
No, because down there, the Southern hospitality is different. You know what I mean?
I know. I love that album by Ludacris.
Yeah, it's that's for real. When you go south, you go to the South, and you are a real man. It don't matter what color you fuck are, because you go down there, they treat you good.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what that was my statement about Chicago. It's the same, it's a slight difference between West and South Side. But if, like you say, he moved from New York to the Carolinas, I just can see myself being born and raised in Carolina and then with Chicago and trying to date.
One of the hardest parts was, you're used to how, so Daryl and Krista have this kind of relationship where it's like, they're like buddies that also sometimes fuck when she lets them.
Oh yeah.
So like it's a very
I just see me do the double take like, hold on.
I was waiting
did I just hear that right?
This.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to go, hey.
Yeah, like I had to do that like
But he's like, yep. No, they're like they're friends too, And then when I moved to North Carolina, I got out of a relationship, dated a couple girls, and they went from a relationship where you'd be like, kind of, you want to just go places, go check out movies, whatever, to almost pretending you're married already.
Oh shit!
Like not like skipping like the 4
courtship,
years
yeah.
necessary to fucking develop. And then when I met Tanya, she was kind of like someone that wanted to like when we lived in South Carolina and she lived, or I lived in South Carolina, she lived in Charlotte. That's when we started dating. Like we'd go out places and we'd hang out and we'd go on my buddy's boat, and it was more of a hangout thing first,
Friendship
and
thing.
then,
Courting.
and you kind of need that. I need that anyways. But like, like the Southern girls were just like 4 days into it. It's like, so I love you and I want to have 2 kids and a dog and a house. And you're like,
Oh,
dude,
shit.
I'm like 26. My credit score at the time was like a 5.8, 508. It was as tall as Jarian.
Damn.
Fucking crushed it.
Ain't you hear that shit? But I love Chicago women. Let me say that because I want to think that. I love Chicago women, but
I love Buffalo women.
I just couldn't I just couldn't leave. Now leaving Atlanta, going to Chicago, be different because Atlanta is hospitality, but they also
Have that fat
hood.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
PH,
That's true.
right?
They do.
Yeah, but they got that cultural that hood culture.
Dude, last time, can I tell you a story about last time I was in Atlanta?
Uh-huh.
Last time I was in Atlanta. I used to go to Atlanta all the time.
What, for Freaknik or what?
No, because I lived in South Carolina, so like yeah, exactly. Anyone, I know everyone wants a deep dick. Anyone need a shallow dick?
Hey, that fucking blew Jerry's mind that I even knew what it was.
Man, listen, he went to Atlanta for soaking.
Yeah.
Mainly because they can't feel it when it's in. It
shit.
just sits around there.
Oh man,
It's like a very tiny tampon.
Just walking around, your semi-flaccid dick and a bag of flour.
Look, you see this?
So I go to Atlanta with a buddy of mine to go see this comedian, and it's a great show. And we get to the table, and the guy's like, "Hey, it's like a 2-drink minimum." I'm like, okay. I ordered 9 beers. I'm like, just bring 9 Bud Lights.
Damn.
And my buddy's like, I guess I'll have 4 Bud Lights too. So the guy just brings fucking a shitload of beers. And so we drink all the beers and we go to this one bar and we walk in and it's like me and him and a couple aggressively making out by the door, a sketchy dude over in the corner talking to a bunch of other girls that keep going up and talking to him. And then they keep going and talking to other guys. And I'm like, hey, I think everyone in here except us are prostitutes.
Damn.
And it was a weird drunk moment of clarity. And so the girl that's making out with the guy comes up to me and is like, you're really cute. Do you want to come dance with me? And I was like, number 1, I don't dance. Number 2, I'm hanging out with my friend. Number 3, I'm married.
Number
And
4, you just had your tongue halfway down that dude's throat.
In that order, explicitly. Married, 3rd, because she was really hot. But I just kind of knew that there was something afoot, you know? So
something smells. Was it smells in Denmark?
so,
Whatever that is.
Damn.
So I kind of see all this shit going down. We end up leaving. We go to another bar, and it's like kind of an older bar. And in there, oak top bar, all older gentlemen. I'm talking like 60s, 70s. All of a sudden, a very attractive lady, probably in her mid 40s, rolls in a bunch of 23 to 26-year-old stupid hot women come in.
Damn.
And the dude that we just went to go see, the comedian, just randomly walks in. And he sees nothing but old guys, like senators trying to get their dick sucked. Obviously, call girls. And then he sees us 2 idiots. And he comes up to us. This is Brian Callen from the Hangover movies. Yeah. So he comes up to us. He's like, I'm like, hey, we just saw your show. We just drove like from fucking Raleigh to Atlanta, like 6 fucking hours. He's like, holy shit, why would you do that? I'm like, 'cause you're fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It was great. So he hung out with us for a little bit, but like, and I go, hey, we were just at a bar My friend stole all the blueberries. He's like, "Do you want a blueberry?" He took blueberries out of his pockets. "Do you want blueberries?" And Brian Callen said, "No, I don't want your pocket blueberries."
Sound plausible.
Understandable. Not organic. So he goes. I go, "Hey man, it just seems like it's very hookery because we're just at a place where I think it's all prostitute. Here it's all." He goes, yeah, it's probably all prostitutes because you look around and like these 65-year-old men are just have these like 22-year-old girls just like grinding on them, and we're in like a regular like you could have randomly walked in this place with your kids to get a fucking corn dog.
Damn.
It was fucked up.
My first trip to Vegas was 2006, 2007. We stayed at the Riviera. One of the old school fucking first hotels in Vegas. So, and we stayed there because it was dirt fucking cheap and we just wanted to party our dicks off. So we get in a room, everything is settled. We're like, let's go downstairs and gamble and drink for a little bit. All right, cool. We go downstairs and the waitresses are all like, they have blue hair.
Mm.
And they're wearing like full bottom swimsuits with like tights and shit. The floor is like fucking 1958 chic. It's like, ugh. So we're sitting at the bar playing video poker, and this hot chick walks up in this red dress. And then another girl sits on maybe a dark blue or purple dress, whatever. And they sit down and, they order their drinks. And we're sitting there and they're talking to us. And me and my buddy Charlie, Charlie, we're in the end, we're playing video poker. We're talking to him, making conversation. We're like, fuck, this shit is fucking hot, and
Charlie,
we're doing this, and we're like,
any girl that sees Charlie, there's two friends that we have that are just like pussy magic
magnets.
No, I would no. It's not even a magnet. It's just magical. Hurley,
okay, yeah, because he kind of looks like a fucking Adam Sandler with slight Down syndrome.
Yeah, Adam Sandler's my cousin.
Damn,
and like. Before Tanya even met Hurley, I was like, hey, there's going to be this guy at this fucking party, and you're going to instantly want to have sex with him. Just don't do that. 2 seconds into meeting him, she's like, oh my God.
Every time she took a step, her sneakers squeaked.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
it sounded like Shamu coming out of the fucking tank on that fucking blue pad.
Damn.
But my buddy Charlie's the same way too. So these chicks are talking to us. We're like everything. And my buddies who have been to Vegas before are like, yo, those are hookers. We're like, what? No fucking way, dude. It's Thursday afternoon. Why wouldn't these girls be dressed in, their Sunday best, be out partying up? I'm like, they're into us. They're like, they're hookers. And then the bartender comes over to give us another beer. And on the napkin, he goes, those hookers, and sets our drink on top of it. We're looking up and I'm like, well, here's $20 for saving me about $1,000, motherfucker. And I never knew it was like that out there.
It's like that.
Fucking everywhere.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then the next trip, one of the next trips I was out there, I took my now wife and we stayed at the Flamingo and we were on a stupid tight budget. So we're eating in the food court at the Flamingo.
Damn.
In this, we're waiting to get our fucking subs ordered and shit, and this fine-looking black lady walks up behind us. She was not dressed like a hooker.
Her name?
Just dressed. I couldn't even remember. So she starts talking us up, and blah 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 blah. And about 5 minutes into it, it clicks. She's a hooker.
Sure.
And I think she saw the light bulb go off, and she starts looking at Krista, and Krista's fucking tits are out to here, and
sure.
She's like, you could make a shitload of money. And she's like, you need to come to work with me. And then she's looking at me. She's like, would you be down with that? She's like, I can come to your room. We can figure things out. And I'm going, all right, it's $15 for this sub. I've got about $42 extra in my pocket.
You're like Dave Chappelling it in half baked.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Krista to say, yeah, you know what? Let's go talk about it. No, she just grabbed me tighter. She's like, I think we're good. The whole line, this lady was putting the pressure on. And I was ready to crack. I'm sorry, I was gonna crack.
Crack is in saying, let's just do it.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, let's just go talk to this girl in the room.
You should have.
I mean, we had some money in the safe that Chris said.
Here's
won
the
'cause I
problem with
burned everything
hookers.
up. But I'm like, I kind of want to bang a hooker, and this chick was fine.
Here's the problem with hookers. It's like $300 just to get them to the room.
It's another $700 to get him to leave.
Well,
Damn.
yeah. There was a famous Charlie Sheen quote. Like, you
Yes.
don't pay hookers to fuck you. You pay them to leave.
You pay him to leave.
Which is like one of the most amazing quotes of all time.
That's why you never give them the money when they walk in the room. You give them the money afterwards on their way out.
I hide it up.
I didn't pay her for anything.
They got to dig it out.
She was in my fucking room. I wanted her to leave. I paid her $700. She fucking left.
I actually have a game. They have to hit my head and my dick with a rubber mallet, and then money shoots out of it. See how I bring it all like
The most retarded ATM you'll ever meet.
First
ATM,
off,
see?
if the money is the same color as what's coming out the head of your damn dick, you are in trouble.
Yeah, chase the rainbow, dude. Whatever. It's
If
green.
this-
It's
if
the
it's
worst
this
Skittles
color.
commercial ever.
It's that Botox wine.
Be like, hey, did you see that? It's like, oh, what is that? He's soaking. And his hands in the air doing this. You know?
All right. Do you want to pause here? We'll do one quick one, and then we'll come. Take a little pee break. Come back
Yeah, I just got to make another drink. I think
with a vengeance. Maybe I'll take a little
I
hit of
plugged
weed.
my computer in.
Uh-oh.
Allegedly. All right. Yeah, we'll come right back. I do have a brand new topic of some juicy dirt that I was privy enough to get, and it's weird. I think it will spark a very strange conversation.
Like the last hour and 15 hasn't been strange.
Man.
Allegedly. All right.
Whatever.
Oh, that would have been a way better name. Allegedly. Fuck. Rebrand.
Jeez, no more, man.
We'll be
I'm
back in a
out.
couple
If
minutes.
there's any more, I'm out. I quit.
Yeah.